All right, everyone. Again, welcome for to our Mentor Monday here, April 1st, April Fool's Day. So today is going to be kind of an open discussion. We're going to get into the pay plan, the making money part of this wonderful business model with For Life Research that we call network marketing, networking, affiliate marketing, whatever you want to call it. Some people call it multi-level marketing. And this, for me, this category that we're discussing, or topic we're discussing today of pay plan, is something that I enjoy a lot because I've been involved in the industry for a long, long time, over 42 years now. And in those 42 years, I've seen all kinds of pay plans. I love our pay plan because it covers really all the categories, the beginner or the newcomer, the intermediate person, and then of course the expert that wants to make $100,000 or more a month. Anybody can get started, and we address all of those. We focus on all of those. So what I'm going to do, this is, like I said, an open conversation. So I'm going to cover an area, and then I'm going to ask if there's any questions on that. And the first area I want to cover is the qualifying part. Okay. So bear with me a little bit because I'm going to discuss it. I do have the brochure, by the way. If you want to see the pay plan life rewards brochure, we call it Life Rewards Plan for Life, Life Rewards Plan. You can find it in a couple of areas. One, you can sign in on the forlife.com website, scroll to the very bottom, and you'll find it over on the right-hand side. I believe it's on resources, okay, but you have to be logged in. If you go to forlife.com, it's not there until you log in. Once you log in, you have access to other things, okay? So that's one way. Log into forlife.com, scroll to the very bottom, and you'll see resources down there. The other way is your app. You can always go to your app and open the app and go to the digital or media library. And within the media library, you can go to the business section of it, and you can find it there as well. The Life Rewards Pay Plan or Compensation Plan, and you can scroll through it there. So let's discuss the qualifying portion of it real quick. We all know, first of all, that life points are how we qualify. So when you're talking to somebody, generally they're going to think dollars. All right. I buy this product for this much money and I qualify. We have to introduce them to life points because life points is our global currency. It's our for life currency. Why do we have a for life currency? Because if you have somebody buy a product in Mexico, they buy it in pesos, not dollars. If they buy it in Japan, they buy it in yen. If they buy it in Kenya, they buy it in shillings. You see, so the currency that we all pay is different around the world. So there has to be a life point value that's even everywhere. So the life points are the same. You buy a bottle of Transfer Factor Plus, it's 50 life points, 50 in the US, in Kenya, and we're all over the world. All right. I take that back on Kenya. That's a different topic. But all over the world, it's 50 life points, 50 in the Life Rewards brochure. Okay. We do that to keep it seamless. So one thing that's important, now this again is more for the intermediate or expert person who gets involved in our business. They may ask you the question, is your pay plan seamless? What does seamless mean? Seamless means, is it universal all over the world? The answer is yes, it is. You qualify in Korea, you qualify all around the world. You qualify in England or London, you qualify all over the world. So it is seamless, okay? So when it comes to qualifying, again, life points is what we talk about. 100 life points is how you become a qualified affiliate or distributor. Now, you can buy those 100 life points yourself, and of course, we want everybody using the product, you can sell those 100 life points. Or you can do a combination, honestly. You can buy it and then sell it. But that means you physically are buying it and then you're selling it to somebody. That's one way to do it. The other way is you can do it through My Shop. My Shop is your digital online shop. So you send a link to somebody. Let me give you an example. Let's say that here we are. It's the 1st of April, 2024. You're not qualified at all yet. It's the first day of the month. I don't think any of us are qualified right now. Most of us don't qualify. Jim Michael's qualified. Figures. He's always on top of it. So let's say that you're not qualified. You could be qualified by the end of today. You could be qualified within the next hour if you want, and you don't have to buy a thing. Now, this isn't something that I try to tell everyone to do because I want you using the products. You see, more life points is also more money. But let's just say that you're not qualified, but you want to get qualified real quick. Or let's just say that your loyalty order is later in the month. You can qualify today. Send your link, your 4Life link to someone. And if they make a purchase through your My Shop, guess who gets those life points? You do. Okay? You get those life points. So let's just say you happen to send some links out to people today. And by the end of the day, 100 life points of product. Let's just say one person bought a bottle of Transfer Factor Plus and they're in Florida, United States. And you had somebody that's in South America somewhere, Lima, Peru, and they bought a bottle. All right. There's 100 life points you just did today. Now, those 100 life points just qualified you. You're qualified for the month. All right. Now, the other way you qualify is by you buying those life points. It can be a combination. You might sell a bottle with your link, sending your link to someone, and they buy it on your account. One bottle, there's 50. And you decided today to buy a bottle yourself. There's 50. You're qualified. So 100 life points on your account makes you a qualified affiliate or qualified distributor. Okay? So that's how you qualify. Now, let's talk a little bit about the loyalty in our pay plan. You want to be a loyalty affiliate or loyalty distributor. What does loyalty mean? Well, there's a few ways to qualify as loyalty. It depends on where you are in the world. If you're in a 4Life corporate market, which we are in the United States, that means that you have to enroll. You literally go on through your app. You can do it through your app, all right, by clicking on loyalty program, open your dashboard and click on loyalty program. And we can do that training on another day. Or you can go on the website and click on your dashboard and click on loyalty program. But you must sign up for loyalty, and then you have to have a form of payment. Credit card, debit card, all right? You choose your products. Those products are shipped to you every month. You can change it the day before it ships out. You can make a change. My wife, Gabby, she makes changes constantly because she looks at what we're going to need with products each month, and she just kind of changes up our loyalty, all right? So when you're on loyalty, that enables you to have some added bonuses within our pay plan program. Bonus number one, it qualifies you for your builder bonus. So if you're on loyalty, you can now qualify for a builder bonus. And we'll get into the builder bonus in just a minute, okay? The other thing it does is if you are on 125 life points or more, that qualifies you to receive a free product every month. Free product, and it qualifies you for the builder bonus, as well as you get 35% of loyalty points that are given to you for free. Wait, make sure I don't mess up here. 15%. My bad. That's why this is practice. I don't know why I was thinking 35%. 15%. Okay. So scratch the 35. 35 of that, that's a lot. But 15% still a lot. Okay. So 15% in loyalty points is given to you for free. And you can redeem those at any time. I currently have in my 4Life account well over 1,000. I think I'm up to 1,200 life points that I received for free. We're talking, you guys, what, $1,500 of products I can get for free. Okay, so 15% you would get. Let me give you an example now. So let's say you're on loyalty and you're on loyalty for 100 life points every month. You must be 100 life points or more in order to qualify for the builder bonus. Okay, so your 100 life point loyalty program, you'll get 15 for free every month put into your account, and you can redeem those. They never expire, never. So at any point in time, you can redeem those for free products. Just let it accumulate, and then when you want to get a free product, just redeem it. Okay, so that's the way that you do it in the corporate market. But since we have a lot of our African friends on, mainly from Kenya, you guys, the way you qualify for loyalty is you just have to have a minimum of 100 life points, and it can be cumulative, in your account in purchases by the 20th, the close of the 20th day of the month. So if you bought one bottle of Transfer Factor Plus the first week of the month, and then you bought another bottle on the 19th or the 20th of the month before it closes, you're qualified, as long as you have 100 life points. And the same applies as far as the 15%, you get your loyalty. Okay, you get your 15% in loyalty points. Now, that's regarding the loyalty program. Before we move on, any questions regarding loyalty? Any questions at all, you guys? Okay, so everybody seems to understand the loyalty. All right, so now let's talk about, I think we've got, is it Dr. Ramunda has a question? Okay, go ahead and unmute yourself. If you have a question, you guys, it's easiest if you raise your digital hand,
Oh,
but go ahead, Dr. Ramunda.
sorry about that. Hope all is well. Great, awesome evening, everybody. Thank you. I kind of missed the question from one of your questions you meant about I heard you say about the Kenya part on the 15 cent. I also heard you say about the 100%, the 100 life points. My question was based on, I think I've been with you all for a couple of months now. And I think I'm under Dr. Ronnie, Jillian, and Claudia, and they're doing an awesome job. Thank you so much for that too. But the 100 points that you was referring to, I believe I've already. You have to accumulate over that within a month, you said, or within a day, you said. I'm sorry.
No, okay. So to become a qualified affiliate, in other words, the way it works is if you want to earn commissions on your organization as you build your business, you must be a qualified affiliate or qualified distributor. I'll just say affiliate moving forward. All right. But to be a qualified affiliate, by the close of the month, we work on the calendar month. So, for example, last night at midnight, and this is important you guys to understand as well, 4Life is very strict about this. When it's midnight, as soon as that clock hits midnight, the month is over. You're done. And it's going to take an act of Congress for 4Life to say, well, okay, we're going to go ahead and let you qualify. It would have to be some crazy thing that happened in the banking system or something. But you have to have your 100 life points complete by the close of the month. And then you start over again the following month. Like we just started today, April 1st for April. So Dr. Ramunda, let me give you April as an example. By the close of April, which would be midnight on April 30th, you have to have 100 life points in your go through or in purchases on your 4Life account. That makes you qualified. So how you do that, it can be a couple of different ways. You can buy it, which just simply means that you just, place an order on your own account and you buy 100 life points. Done. Or you can send someone a link, which means you're sharing with them your 4Life account. They get to buy the product at the wholesale price because they're using your account. You get the life points. You follow me? So if you sent a link to me and we're friends and you're telling me about your new business and I look at your products and I say, wow, Dr. Ramunda, I love these products. I'm gonna buy this. And I buy a bottle of Transfer Factor Plus on your account because you sent me your link, you get those 50 life points, 50. So now you just have 50 life points on your account. You only need 50 more to be qualified. So, and you guys, this is really simple. I've been doing this for 42 years. I've been in programs, back in the 80s where you had to do 5,000 on your account to qualify. We're talking 100, 2 bottles a month of Transfer Factor Plus, whether you buy it or somebody else buys it on your account. That's it, to be qualified. So do you follow me, Dr. Ramunda? Go ahead and unmute yourself.
I follow you very clear. Thank you so much for that time and explaining it. Appreciate
Absolutely.
it.
That's what today, you guys, this is really more, rather than this is not like a straight training that's going to be up on YouTube. In fact, I hope it's not up on YouTube, honestly, because this is an open discussion. And
No,
I want to make sure that everyone understands the pay plan. And we're the goal, just so y'all know, the goal here is we're going to have a system in place, an educational system where people can get started. And if you're just starting, like you're novice, you're a beginner in this business, start at the beginner level to understand all this. If you're an expert, like you might talk to someone who's a networker and they jump right into the, like me. When I talk pay plan, I dive in deep. I mean, I dissect it because I understand pay plans. And I want to make sure this pay plan covers all the areas we talked about: the beginner, the intermediate, and the expert. Okay. So we talked about qualifying. We talked about the life rewards. Dr. Ramunda, since you're fairly new, did you understand the loyalty program?
Yes, I understood the loyalty program. I think I missed last night because I left my purse at work and I was gonna order my kit and I think I missed
Fast
it,
start kit, yeah.
which is not good.
No, but you
So-
didn't miss your loyalty, Dr. Ramunda.
No.
So, no,
I didn't?
you're in loyalty. Don't worry. That is something different. That's fast start.
Okay, gotcha. Okay.
Don't worry. Don't worry.
And we can get into fast start in a minute as well. That's important. We're going to be discussing a lot of things, and you guys, it's not going to be in any particular order. All right, we'll come to that later, to what box we drop it in, whether it's novice, intermediate, expert. Eric, you've got your hand up.
Mark Eric.
Oh, Mark Eric, sorry.
Hey, Dave. So, brand new. So what does the qualification get you? What does that open the door to? Because you say qualified at 100 LP, but and they have a little problem. Loyalty points and life points LP, so we have to come up with LOP or something.
No. So this the LP life points. That's the value of every product. So when you look at a product,
no, I got that, but you say to be qualified, we need 100 of those.
you need 100 life points to qualify. But understand, qualification and loyalty are two separate things.
Right. So what does the 100 LP qualify you for?
That qualifies you to earn commissions on your organization.
Okay.
Right? It also qualifies you to start earning bonuses on sales of products, all right, which I think is the next area we want to get into, which simply means once you're qualified,
right,
okay, at that point, from then on through the entire month, till the last day, anything that goes or anything that's purchased on your account, you will either get 25% paid to you in a commission, and it pays. Now we're talking the United States, US.
Yeah,
It
I'm
pays-
US.
But we got Kenyans on here. This does not apply to Kenya. Okay.
Okay.
You get paid within 48 hours. Usually it's the next day, but it could be 48 hours.
Okay.
All right.
Oh,
So in other
wow.
words,
Yep. All right. 40 hours.
let's say that you today you join For Life and you buy yourself 100 life points of products.
Right.
Okay. You're qualified. It's the first day of the month.
Yep.
So during the entire month of April, if you send a link to someone and they make a purchase on your account, you're going to get 25% paid you in a commission the next day because you're qualified.
Right.
You've done your 100 life points.
That's
No,
on
we-
the first order, right?
Yeah. Or let me give you another scenario. Let's say that you joined For Life today and you bought one bottle of Transfer Factor Plus. That's only 50 life points.
Mhm.
But you sent your link to your brother, and your brother says, you know what, I'm going to buy a bottle of Transfer Factor Plus. And your brother bought a bottle on your account because you sent a link, all right, through
Mhm.
the app with your account. Your brother makes a purchase because he's one of your customers. Well, that 50 life points is on your account. You did 50, your brother did 50. You're
Yep.
not qualified, but you're not going to get 25% commission from your brother's purchase because you're not yet qualified. You see, once you hit that 100 life point mark in the month, you're qualified.
Okay.
Everything beyond that, you'll get 25% in a commission if somebody else makes the purchase through your My Shop, means you sent them a link, or let's just say that you're qualified because you bought a bottle of Plus, your brother bought a bottle of Plus with a link that you sent him, you got 100 life points, and let's say the following day you're like, you know what, I want to make a purchase for myself. I'm going to buy something. You want to buy, I'm going to say another bottle of Plus to keep it simple. You bought it, well, whatever you buy, honestly, doesn't matter. You've already done your 100 life points. You with me?
Mhm.
When you make a purchase yourself, you get an instant during checkout. When you're checking out, the computer is going to say, oh, you're qualified, Mark. So you get a 25% instant discount
Okay.
upon purchase. It will calculate that,
Yep.
which is pretty cool.
Yeah, that's good.
So now you're getting 25% discount on anything you buy over 100 life points.
All right. So we got that covered. So now when we went to loyalty, which is another, so if I was qualified in loyalty, would I be qualified for everything?
Yeah. Here's the thing though. Most people select the date of their loyalty order towards the end of the month, which is, I think the last day you can do it is, I believe, the 20th. Correct me if I'm
20th,
wrong,
yeah.
someone.
20th, yeah.
Okay, so
20th.
the 20th day of the month is the last day you can select for loyalty. So that means that all during the month, you're not qualified yet. You follow me?
Mm-hmm.
So let's say that you happen to send a couple of links out there. And by the 10th of the month, you've had customers buy, 100 life points. You're not going to get that 25% commission because you're not qualified yet. But the points they bought qualified you. So when your loyalty order kicks in on the 20th and they go to charge your credit card, they're not going to charge you the full amount. It's going to be 25% less. You follow me? Because you're already qualified. And when that loyalty order kicks in, you're entitled to 25% discount because you're qualified already. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense. It's kind of an interesting spin on things, whether you wanted to get that discount off your loyalty program or be qualified early on and get the commissions.
Yeah, again, because if the company paid the commissions, all right, on that 100 life points in the bit that you did through My Shop, and you didn't qualify by, or you didn't do your loyalty, they just paid you 25% on 100 life points. Everyone has to do 100 life points before they get 25% back.
Right. So
That's why they hold off until, you
Yeah.
know, once you hit that 100.
Qualify.
Yeah,
Qual-
once you're qualified, it kicks in at that point.
okay. So yeah, because otherwise you're looking at it's either you spend 160 or so to be qualified at a loyalty bonus so then you take care of everything and you can get your commissions from day one. Why would I not want to do that?
Well, I agree. I mean, everybody should be on. Look, if you're going to be a business builder, common sense says do loyalty. There's just so many benefits to loyalty. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you can cancel it anytime you want with a push of a button.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So why not? Because it entitles you now to get 15% loyalty reward. So 15% is, I mean, look at me. I got 1,200 life points accumulated over the years. So duh. Plus, it entitles you to get your builder bonus,
Right.
which can be up to $800. You know, not just one time, every single month. If you're not on loyalty, though, you're not going to get it. So yeah, get on loyalty. It's just common sense.
Okay. I was just trying to assume that.
The only difference is really what happens before the 20th of the month. In other words, if people are buying product from your shop, as soon as you hit that 100 life points, it triggers. Now you're going to get your 25%. You see,
But you only have 10 days left, you know, for the
Scramble.
yeah. And then you start all over again. So
say that again. I didn't understand.
well, it would be like if you're on the 20th, I mean, that helps you get to it just makes sense if you're a business builder to start right out on the first of the month and you commit $170 to the pay plan. That's all I'm trying to figure out.
Oh, yeah, I agree. Look, if you're qualified on like Jay Michael's qualified already the first of the month, it simplifies everything in that, you know, anything you do from here on out, you're gonna get 25%.
Yep.
You know,
Okay.
if you're on loyalty on the first of the month, you're qualified. In fact, in Brazil, they look at it like a closing. It's just the way they think down there, but they look at people saying, look, you've already got your month done. You know what I'm saying? When you do
Everything.
it.
Yep.
Exactly. So that's a good way to look at it, because now from here on out, you're going to get 25% paid the following day.
Yep.
So yeah, start getting your commissions now.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's what I'm just trying to make. That makes sense to me because I'm a business builder. I want to start
Right.
that. Okay.
Nice.
Thanks.
Jim Michael, your hand was up, then your hand went down.
I was just going to comment on Mark. That's how I think like he does. And Judy and I both, we have our loyalty program set for the first of the month. And on Saturday, we made sure our orders are in there. And mine went in. Woke up this morning, checked my email. Mine went in at 2:30 a.m. April 1st. So I look at it also as a businessman. It's my monthly rent for my business. So I'm gonna pay it on the 1st. So that's what I choose. I just choose to do it on the first day of the month. Been doing that since I joined the company. So everybody, it's your own personal choice. I mean, you can do it anytime before the first in the US between the 1st and the 20th.
Right. Yep. The main thing for everybody to understand is that we work on the calendar month, and every single month to be qualified, that means to be able to earn bonuses and commissions and have all the benefits, you must be a 100 life point affiliate. 100 life points have to run through your account or purchased on your account. And the way of thinking is so different today than from when I grew up in this industry, because really you buy it. You know, you would buy the product and go sell it. Well, now you can sell it and not buy it because you send a link to someone. And I don't like, you know, it's kind of excuse my language, but I hate saying the word poor, but it's the poor person's way of doing things, or better yet, they should say broke. I hate the word poor. I always say poor is a state of mind. But if you're so broke, you can't do 100 life points yourself, sell it. Sell 100 life points by sending links to people, and that qualifies you. You see, it just has to go through your account. Does everybody understand that?
Yep.
Okay, so let's move on now. So the qualifying portion, is very important for everyone to understand how you qualify. Let's talk now about sponsorship, because this is extremely important. In For Life, obviously, you can sell products and not sponsor anybody and make money, 25%, all right, just by selling product. And some people would choose to do that. I got people in Malaysia that sell thousands and thousands every month. That's how they make their living, just selling product. Even in Kenya, we got a lot of Kenyans that do that, retail sales. But when it comes to sponsoring people, there's one very, very important thing you need to remember. In fact, I don't know if Claudia, Jillian, or someone, if you don't mind helping me out here by taking a note because we're gonna put these all in compartments as we discuss this. All right, we've talked about how to qualify, being a qualified affiliate. We talked about loyalty program. Now we're going to talk about enrollership/sponsorship. When you sign someone up, there's what we call the enroller and the sponsor. A lot of people get confused on that. What's the difference? The enroller is the person who is responsible for bringing in the new affiliate. So if you're bringing somebody new into For Life, you're the enroller, but you don't have to be the sponsor. You can bring somebody in and you can go ahead and place them in your downline somewhere and let somebody else be the sponsor. All right. I always say never give up enrollership. All right. Unless I can't even think of a reason why you should give up enrollership, because you want to at least be connected to that person that's come in. You're the one that brought them in. You're the one responsible for talking to them, for mentoring them, for getting them involved. So always keep enrollership. And I would say 90% of the time, you should keep sponsorship. Means you are the enroller and the sponsor. So let's say that you send a link to someone, a sign-up link from your For Life app. If you look at the enroller sponsor information, it will be filled out with your information already in there, grayed out, and they can't change it. They cannot change it. All right. It's tied to you. And that's for another training for another day. But what's important is you will be the enroller and sponsor. So if you want to change that where somebody else is a sponsor, means you're going to place them in the downline, you have to go through the website. You have to click on the website and go in that way and enroll that person. Now, this is going to get a little deep in the weeds, all right, with the pay plan, but it's important to understand. When you place someone in your downline, so let's say that you're bringing me, Dave, into the business, and you are my enroller, but you decide that since I'm in San Diego, you've already got Mary in San Diego, and Mary's building the business, she's excited, and you want to support her. If you think Mary's going to be a good mentor, a good leader, a good sponsor for me, and she's going to take sponsorship seriously, okay, you can place me under Mary, and hopefully I bond to Mary. We get a good relationship going, and I say, let's say Jillian is my enroller. Jillian, thank you for putting me under Mary, because Jillian's in St. Martin in the Caribbean, and Mary's here locally, and I can work with her. So I'm grateful to Jillian for putting me under Mary. But if she's just doing it for charity purposes to help Mary, don't do it. Don't do it. Why? We're talking qualifications here. Because one of the most important elements in qualifying in For Life is what we call your 3-level volume. All right. 3-level volume. You have to have a certain amount of life points in 3 levels of your business to qualify. All right. Now, a diamond, in fact, I'm going to show this, you guys. I'm going to share my screen real quick. We're focusing on qualifications right now. Okay. So let me share my screen. Here it is. Let me know that you guys can see my screen.
We can.
Okay. So before we get into the entire 3-level volume thing, let me finish up on the enrolling and sponsoring. Okay. As you can see here, it says qualifications. It's pretty simple to be an affiliate. If you're an associate, I'm sorry, an associate. To be an associate, you just enroll one person. Okay, one person. All right, you are now a For Life associate. And just so you all know, if you enroll somebody and they've not enrolled anybody yet, they're considered a preferred customer. Even though you sign them up, everybody begins as a preferred customer. Okay. And that's important to understand. Just because you might have signed someone up and you're thinking that they're a distributor, they're not. You know when someone is, or let's say, are going to be an actual affiliate or distributor, because when you enroll your first person, at that point, you have to submit your tax information. That means your social security number or your employer identification number if you're a business, because For Life's not going to pay you money, or you have the potential of earning money. Whereas if you just sign up, you're not, there's no money involved. You're not earning anything yet, you see. Now, this is going to get a bit deep in the weeds. Well, what happens then if you have money placed on your account? If you're a customer and you've sent links to people and they're buying product through my shop, that money that's there, it can be used to buy products. And I'm going to ask you guys, since this is an open conversation, correct me if I'm wrong, because I've been doing For Life for 25 plus years, and I've not dealt with this personally. But to my understanding, if you're just an affiliate and you're not sponsored anybody yet, whatever money is on your account,
Right.
since they're not paying you a commission, at that point, Sonia's got her hand up.
Yes, yes, Dave. I learned this lesson the hard way. I thought that my new enrollee, she had her sister purchase product through her link, and it was paid to her as a credit towards future product. So
Right.
she got 25%. And they told her that she had to enroll her very first person for her to be able to earn it as commission. She learned real quickly and she's making money. So
Right,
just a little bump in the road.
right. And this is stuff I've learned as well. You guys, again, look, this all can be learned within 30 days of doing the business. All right. But it's like a crash course in a way. So, but we have to talk about it because it's important. It may affect somebody and they're wondering, well, why didn't I get paid my 25%? It's in your account. It's sitting there. Go ahead, Jim Michael.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's exactly right. I've been here, 7 years now. I have a few preferred customers. That's all they want to be. But I've taught them that, okay, you can't earn money, but you can earn reward points and send out, and by the way, and then again, you get into the weeds here a little bit. These preferred customers know they can't send the link to enroll. They just have to send the link to buy. Because they don't want anybody to enroll anybody on it, because they just don't, that's just their choice. They don't want to build a business, they're not business builders.
Right.
But yeah, and they didn't know that though. And now I've got one preferred customer she gets all kinds of reward points to buy more product as her preferred customer. She's a loyal preferred customer on loyalty, by the way.
Right. So you're going to have people, like Jay Michael said, they're not interested in building the business, but they know people that may want product. Wonderful. If you think about it, they can get their products for free, because if they're sending links to people, all right, and people are buying product, it's going to go on their account, all right, that money, if you will, and that can be used for products. And that's something, by the way, that people were asking me back in the early days is, Dave, why can't people just use their commissions to buy products? You can. 4Life allows you to use commissions to buy products. Well, preferred customers, that's all they can do. They're not going to get a commission yet until, and Sonia said this best, sign up your first person, and that triggers you to now be a 4Life affiliate and earn commissions. Just sign up one person and you got it. Okay. And when you sign up that person, guess what they are? They're a preferred customer to start with. So they've not even submitted any tax information. Now, you'll have to, of course, because you now have somebody signed up, but they don't. In other words, every person begins as a preferred customer until they sign up that first person. Y'all with me? Luis, your hand's up.
Hi, I just want to share some experience. I have a friend, doesn't want, but I said, like my friend, you want to support me? I know this business is not for you. I know, but when you talk to me.
Luis, you're cutting in and out. I can't hear you.
I said, what's the current fact? He said, oh, why not? Just because the day before we get paid, and I know you're going to get paid tomorrow, so don't forget, you talked to me about this, so here you are. And I'll send you the link now. And then she bought it just to help me and help herself with her condition. And you know what? I said, look, if you know anyone who has the same condition like you can send the same link. You know what? I earned from her and from the link she sent to another person I don't even know. Now, what happened was that when the commission came in, I said, look, I want to invite you for coffee because you bought this. And look, I earned from you this, look, and I earned from the people you sent this. Oh, and then she said, yeah, but you can earn as well. And then she says, how can I do that? Plan done. Presentation done, everything done.
Okay, so you're
Just
talking
like
about how to explain to somebody else or showing them they can make money.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, that's the goal with all this, you guys. The whole goal here is to try to give people a simple roadmap on how to show people how to make money, right? By keeping things, using the KISS method, keep it simple and stupid. All right. But at the same time, you yourself need to think at the expert level, or get to the point where you're thinking at the expert level, because that makes you very confident, first of all. And if you're talking to a big business builder, someone who's like a networker, like we have Mark here, or any of you that have been in network marketing, you're going to want to know as quickly as you can so you can explain it. All right. Claudia, your hand's up.
I want to let everybody know, now that we have a nice large group, that we're going to do this for the following 2 weeks, because we are now at 2 o'clock, and we did start a little bit late, so we can go on for another 5 or 10 minutes. But what I want to show everyone is that there's going to be a lot of questions. So bring the questions up to your upline, discuss it. If you still have doubts, make sure you bring those questions to next Monday. Now, to make it easier, what we would like to do is have the questions ahead of time. That way we know where to put them on the presentation, because we were a little all over, which was great. It was a practice run today, but it will be great to know what questions you have for us, because there are new people that are signed up, like Mark. Welcome, Mark, to the team. There are other people that may be coming into Mentor Monday for the very first time, and you have probably told them we're working on comp plan this month, but they might get too lost. So we want to make sure that, you know, we can do this if you guys want the first Monday of every month. Like this is, you know, the land of opportunities. And so comp plan is always one of those things. I go to Dave once every trimester. I say to Dave, we got to do comp plan, right? And as you can see, it was needed. Because we're finishing qualifications for convention and now, you know, we're just trying to get all these things with fast start. There's a lot more questions, but we can't answer them all. So please bring the questions written. You also may have some examples. And one thing, for example, that I'd like to bring, and Dave is really good at this, is if you have like a case, and I want to close with that case to give you an example, because this is kind of like where I know would be very beneficial for everybody. So I had a conversation with a person from this team. It was Chauvin, and it is not the first time that I have this question. And is I have a person that potentially will sign up. So this is what you want to tell Dave. Dave, I have a person that potentially will sign up. And this person has the potential of bringing a lot of sales because they are in the certain field. In this case, he's a chiropractor, very, very successful in Scottsdale. You know, she brought it to me. And so these things are the kind of things we want to bring to the meeting so that everyone can benefit. So Dave, it's a real case. So I'm bringing it to you. And this is the example of how I want people to be prepared. So we have a person that potentially will sign up, that it is a potential. So everything is potential when you're signing up. This person, do we, and you kind of answered that before, but do we put this person enrolled and sponsor under me, or do I actually enroll her under me and sponsor her under my first level, which is my husband, or everybody has like their husband, their sister, or somebody that they want to help. So you don't know if that person is going to be a network marketer because they already have a business. Their plan is not to go into network marketing. However, potentially, if they have enough customers, they may just, like Dr. Ronnie, start working on just getting a lot of clients, and then the clients are going to start signing up. So that's another story, but that's always in the future. You don't know what's going to happen, right? So the question for Chauvin is, where do I position this person? And so, Dave, I'll give you the, what do you think? And again, that was also an example of things that you can bring as questions to Dave on the next few weeks. Dave, what would you do with the Scottsdale chiropractor?
If you're looking at this person and they're not a business builder right now, that could change, okay? But if they're just going to be moving product through their chiropractic, you know, business, then that's going to just be volume, life points, all right? And as I was saying earlier, those 3 levels are critical of your volume. So there's a couple ways to look at this. One, well, if they're going to be running life points through their business, that's on their account, they could be on level 1, level 2, or level 3 in your business because they're running it all on their own account, you see. So if, and this is the way I think, if I started building my business and I got one leg that's starting to do well, they're building, they're doing something, and I got another leg over here that's getting started, but it's just not quite there, it needs a bit of boosting up, yeah, I might go ahead and let somebody else sponsor them over here because, again, this is getting a bit deeper in the weeds. I'm trying to get to presidential diamond, let's say. I want to be a presidential diamond because I get a trip I win, I get added bonuses. Well, I got one diamond over here done. This one over here I'm working on. Yeah, I would go ahead and place them under there because that's just a strategy to help that leg. If I put them right under me, yeah, I get the life points, but I'm going to get them either way, whether I put them in level 1, level 2, or level 3, because the way they're thinking, the chiropractor, they're going to be doing it on their own account, you see. Now, if the chiropractor was to start building a business, sponsoring people, and I put them under someone on level 3, and they go out and sponsor a whole bunch of people, that won't count for my 3-level volume because it's level 4. And again, that's getting deeper in the pay plan, but it really just depends, Claudia.
And what I said, and please correct me if I'm wrong, and anybody else that is here, just, I'm also looking for advice, was why don't we place that first order as a customer order right now and see what he says on the second order? Did he like the product? Does he look at this like a potential? Let's wait for the second order and then invite him. And then we're going to know if we can position him on first level or second level. Because at this point, he's just excited about the results on seeing her husband, on how incredible he looks, and how, he's adjusting it, and he's like, what are you doing? So the guy's really interested in what is happening. But so at this point, I said to Siobhan, you know what, why don't we just give him a link to test some of the products as a customer? You make 25%. I don't even think we should be opening anything, because I
You mean
believe
not signing him up?
I believe that one of the things is we sign them up too fast, and if when we sign them up, we don't know where we position them, and sometimes they're excited the first order, then they don't place any orders, or they place one
But
order every
I
4
need you to
months
clarify, Claudia, are you saying have them buy product on your account?
on my
or-
shop, on Siobhan's My Shop. So what I told her
Sure.
is, why don't we get the first order on a My Shop order? She's still going to make 25% on
Correct.
that order, and hold on, because what I believe, and my experience when For Life switched to, when we used to have sign up customers and sign up leaders, it was more about us earning money, and they wanted us, and they're like, listen, and I remember, it was you or Nathan or whoever was training, we don't have to sign up everybody. And then I remember this is, we want you, the affiliate, to make money. So if you're just sharing, share, get the money, then strategize where you're going to put those people in. Because sometimes we push quickly to sign them up, and what people realize is that, oh, I signed them up, I made 25% on the first one, and then on the second one, oh, I made 2%. Or even if I sign up on the second level, I make 25% I made, my person made 25%. Oh, they didn't place any more orders.
Right.
There's just so many things happening at the same time.
Well,
that you're
that
like,
goes towards, again, that's getting deeper into strategy.
yes,
All right.
exactly.
In other words, what's the strategy here? Because if this chiropractor, wants to get some product, okay, great. They buy 100 life points, let's say. Well, if they buy it on your account, because you sent them a link, all right, you're going to get 25%. Now, if they call you up and say, Claudia, I've got some product I want to sell, all right, well, at that point, what are you going to do? Because if they keep buying it on your account, you're getting the 25%, not them. You see?
Correct.
So
Correct.
at some point, you got to give them their money. They're the ones that are selling the product.
Correct.
So either A, you have to kick back and send them the 25% yourself, or sign them up and let them go ahead and do it on their own account. And if they've already expressed the fact that, they're going to start selling product, it's kind of like how can I say it? A catch-22 thing. You got to be a bit careful, because you don't want them to all of a sudden say, wait a minute, I already did 100 life points. You got the life points. I wanted to have those on my account so I can get the 25%. You follow me? So
Yeah.
you got to be a bit careful. So either way, I understand you guys, either way, if they buy it on your account, you're going to get 25%. If they sign up and open up their own account and do 100 life points, you're still going to get 25%. But you only get the 25% on the first order that they placed, because they signed up. They're now in the network. Okay. And that's a whole other part of the pay plan. That's the residual income side. Okay. The residual side of this, that's your future. If you want to be one of the people that makes a fortune in this business, it's not going to happen by just selling bottles on your account. You can make some added cash that way. But the way I think, is I want to see myself 5 years, 10 years down the road making a lot of money. That's building the network. All right.
Dave,
It's-
correct. And what I was telling her is just one order, just one. While he positions him like while we figure out if he really because now the next move is, and this is for our next training, guys, which is going to be builder bonus. If you still don't have three, so that's my second question. If you still don't have three, would you just position that person as one of your three? Because I believe that, and that's kind of like what we did with Dr. Ronnie. We thought, my gosh, people are going to come and they're immediately going to want to have an affiliate account with her. And Dr. Ronnie, just like the doctor chiropractor in Arizona, or people that have high influence, sometimes they think that they don't want to do network marketing. But today, Dr. Ronnie's here, and now she's thinking, maybe I do like this part of residual income, right? So at the beginning, they think they don't want to do it, but then automatically their customers start signing up, and then they're building without even wanting. And that's what we, bless. And these businesses that actually we are, going towards big businesses with big networks or big influence, because these people, they think they don't want network marketing until they understand it. And now they're going to grow organically. And so what I was telling Siobhan is, it's okay if you put them first line or second, like you said, not too far down, but first or second, nothing after that, because that's what you've always taught me, which is be careful with those 3-level, don't lose the 3-level volume. And so that's it.
So,
Right.
so
right.
Dave,
Yes.
sorry for interjecting then. That goes back to qualifying the potential needs of the person. So sometimes we just jump in with the needs of what we think we'd like to have for our end result, but what is the best interest of the person that's in front of us? And are we asking them the qualifying questions that need to be asked at the beginning of their journey? So what is their why, right? So, I mean, that's part of the sequence of probably some of the trainings that we can talk about. So,
Right.
we can discuss in the future, but yeah, I'm in agreement. Sometimes it's about understanding, we sometimes we come in and we need to make money and it's about our making money, but then are we looking at the long-term effects of what it's going to happen to them down the road? Are we really thinking about them long-term, their needs rather than our needs?
Right.
So that's where I think that's another training into itself.
Yeah, I think it's also important to understand, you guys, it's never going to be perfect. All right. What in your life is perfect? Nothing. So this isn't going to be perfect either. There's going to be times where you do something and maybe down the road you're like, oh man, I wish I'd have done it a different way. All right. That's just the way it is. So, it's no big deal. That's why we call it a process. There's a building process. All right. So, you might do it one way and say, okay, things are going this direction. Now I got to work over here, or things are going well over here. I got to work over here. It's a process. All right. So, but one thing that is very, 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 very important to understand, and I'm talking again to you networkers, those that want to build a future, your 3-level volume is critical. All right. In For Life. And I probably should have started talking about this in the beginning, and I'll go here and then we can kind of bring it to a close, unless you guys want to go on for another 15, 20 minutes. And that is understanding how For Life, the areas that they pay. All right. For example, we'll do a little quiz real quick. How much does For Life pay of the life points? Okay, because that's our currency, life points. How much does For Life pay us, the distributors? What's the total percentage we get paid?
64.
64%. That's correct. 64. Okay. Let's break that 64% down real quick. How much of that 64% is paid in the network? That's your residual. That's your future. Okay. That's going to be, the money that you accumulate, equity that down the road you're going to get paid. How much is paid in your network of that 64? Who knows?
Is it 58?
58. So 58% of that is in the network. In other words, I've been doing this now for 25 years. My network is pretty big. 58% of all the life points I do, which is 1 million a day, basically, 58% is paid in the network. Okay. Now, how much of that is paid in the builder bonus? Who knows? That's totally separate.
I believe it's 2% in the builder,
2%.
2%, yeah.
That builder bonus is completely separate. And we'll do a training on that here, very soon. But that 2%, you can consider that 2% as a global bonus, meaning that anybody that's just starting the business can earn a little piece of Russia, South America, Canada, US, okay? 2% of that is paid out in the builder bonus, up to $800 per person every month. So you can earn an added $800 US in the builder bonus every single month. It comes from that 2%. So 58 plus 2, now we're at 60, okay? Now, there's something called a premier pool, where the premier pool now, that's for the people that are building the business once you become a bronze or above. And I consider bronze, honestly, that's where you're going from the upper middle class, all right, moving into the upper class. It applies to bronze, bronze elite, silver, silver elite, gold, and gold elite. That premier pool gives you shares. Okay? Those shares come from the entire world of For Life sales. So now, every single month, you qualify for these shares simply because you qualified at that pin level of bronze or above. Does anybody know how much is put into the premier pool percentage?
1%?
Nope.
Premier, 2%.
3.
3 in the premier.
Okay.
Okay.
3% total.
Oh, and then split into 2 and 1. Yeah. Okay.
2% goes to the bronzes all the way to gold elite. Okay. So that's bronze, bronze elite, plat or silver, silver elite, gold and gold elite, not platinum yet. Okay. So there's 2% that's going to be split in shares. Okay. And those shares double. They double every time you move up in rank. So if you're bronze, you get, I think it's 2 shares. All right. I'd have to, you know what, I can tell you exactly here. I'm on the pay plan right now. I'm sorry, bronze gets 1 share. Bronze elite gets 2 shares. Silver gets 4 shares. Silver elite gets 8. You see, it's doubling. It's kind of like, doubling a penny. You keep doubling a penny enough, you're going to be a millionaire. All right. So silver elite was 8, gold is 16, and gold elite is 32 shares. Now, how does that translate into dollars? I'm going to keep it real simple. Okay. It's actually a bit more than this, but to keep it simple, let's just say bronze, 1 share is $500. That's an extra 500. It's actually a bit more because I know for a fact, because I got a bronze in my family. So it'll be 500. As a bronze elite, it goes to 1,000. As a silver, it goes to 2,000. As a silver elite, it goes to 4,000. As a gold, it goes to 8,000. As a gold elite, it goes to 16,000. Okay, so you see how it's doubling? All right. So that's how the 2% of the premier pool pays. The other 1% goes to platinum and platinum elites. Okay. A platinum gets 1 share of the 1%. A platinum elite gets 2 shares of that 1%. Now, let's translate that into dollars. You know what 1 share was last month, you guys? 1 share of the 1% for platinums was 70,000, 70, 70,000 extra dollars paid to you by being a platinum. It's a lot of money. On top, you're going to get what you've got of the 58% in your network. That's why we have people making $100,000 and more a month every month. I mean, come on, there's some guys making up to 200,000 a month. I don't think we have anybody over 200,000, but we have people at the $200,000 a month mark. Okay. Because when you take your network plus 70,000, yeah. And if you're a platinum elite, double that. It's 140,000. A lot of money. Okay. So let's go back to simplicity. Okay. Just getting started. We talked about 58% in the network, 2% builder bonus, 3% for the premier pool, which is bronze up to platinum elite. How much does that leave over? 1%. And who knows what that 1% is for?
Trips.
Trips. Trips. Every 6 months, For Life has a trip. All right. Where's the trip coming up in June? Anybody know? Okay, this is, you guys, this is something I think everybody needs to pay attention to, honestly, because when you're bringing someone into business, you want them to know they can go on a free trip for 2, not for 1, but for 2 people. It's to the Dominican Republic. It's called Cap Cana, Punta Cana. It's Punta Cana. Who'd like to go to Punta Cana, Dominican Republic, for free and take somebody with you? All right. So that's where the 1% goes. Obviously, you have to qualify. Evelise, your hand is up. So go ahead and unmute yourself, Evelise.
Thank you so much for the opportunity. And I'm so glad that you did that you clarify what's going on in all the bonus, all the winning that we had in that platform, in that network marketing, because I had to tell you, we signing up with a little tree level that we got information in the beginning, but we had no idea what we had in our hand. And you just say that, and I'm sitting over here driving down in my neighborhood, and I say, oh my good Lord, what I'm doing. Because if you don't have those ideas clear, you really don't know what you are doing. It's not about what you can do for your family. It's about when you're thinking about how many people you can touch, when that idea in mind, that you don't have to think in yourself no more. It's about what can you touch to that person, they see that picture with you. I just want to say thank you, because I don't have those numbers clear in the beginning. I have some of them because I made numbers all the time, but I don't have that picture with me. Thank you, Dave.
No, you're very welcome, Elise. You know, look, we're just beginning, by the way, you guys. You know, this is the first open, conversation we're having on the pay plan, and we haven't even gotten started. If I had to guess how many hours it would take for somebody to listen, to really learn the pay plan, we're probably talking 5-6 hours, of information. But you know what? So what? The whole point is you want to know it enough, all right? So you can simply share it with someone. But I want to say this, and this is really important for all of us. You don't have to understand it all to make money. All right? This is a learn while you earn opportunity. You learn as you get into it. Because look, listen, one thing I've heard from everybody here so far is, I got started and I did this and didn't quite understand. Well, it's okay, but we would like you to understand enough so that when you're getting started, the basics are there, and it kind of helps you from making some simple mistakes. All right. That's basically it. So, again, today we talked about the enroller sponsor. You can enroll someone, let somebody else sponsor them if you want. I don't recommend it, honestly. One of the problems we're having in Brazil right now, for whatever reason, they didn't listen to me, and people started putting people in the downline And then they call me up now, and this just happened a few days ago. Dave, we got to change the pay plan. All of my leaders are way down below. Well, who put them there? I did, to try to support some of my people. Why did you do that? Okay, I have a philosophy. You support those that deserve it, not those that need it. Everybody needs it. Everybody wants it. Who deserves it? All right. By you putting people down below people, you just possibly put one of your builders down past your 3 levels. Those 3 levels are critical. Okay. So I want to run through this, and then we'll finish out this. This is going to kind of give you a bit of a mind bending, tip, I guess, if you will. But it's important to understand, because in Brazil, they were telling me, Dave, why don't we have compression for qualification? I mean, if someone doesn't buy any life points, what's down below just comes up. We do have that when it comes to commissions. If someone does not buy any life points, that's fine. Whatever's down below rolls up to you. And that could be beneficial or maybe not so beneficial. Give you an example. Let's say that you had 1,000 life points on your 3rd level, and somebody on level 1 didn't do their life points. The one you sponsored did 0. Well, that 3rd level is going to bump up to your 2nd level. So rather than getting 5%, you now get 25%. So you're like, wow, I just took an increase in pay. Great. Or it could be the other way around. You might have 1,000 life points on your 2nd level, and the person on the 1st level right up above it does 0, which would be stupid, be crazy, but it happens all the time. That means your 2nd level bumps up to your 1st level, and it goes from 25 to 2. Okay. So that's why it's kind of important to kind of, pay attention to who's qualifying and who's not qualifying. But let me explain to you why we do not have that compression when it comes to qualifications. I'm going to give you an example. Let's say that Claudia sponsors me. I sponsor Jillian, and Jillian sponsors Siobhan. And Siobhan has a whole bunch of people under her. Okay. And there's 1,000 life points. All right. Claudia is trying to get to bronze this month. Okay. And let's just say that there was compression. There's not, but let's pretend there is. Okay. If Claudia sponsors me, I'm level 1. Okay. I sponsor Jillian, that's level 2. Jillian sponsors Siobhan, that's level 3. And Siobhan's got 1,000 life points on level 4. Let's say I did 0. Okay. It's the last day. Let's pretend it's yesterday, Sunday, Easter day. Okay. I've done 0 in the month of March. If there was compression, Claudia would pull up her report on Easter Sunday. I've done 0. That 1,000 under Siobhan, if there was compression, would bump up to the 3rd level. And Claudia looks at her qualification. It says she's qualified. She's qualified by 500 life points, let's say. She's over her qualification. She's done it. She's made it. She's so happy. It's Easter Sunday. She's qualified. She's a bronze, and she's jumping up and down, so excited. She's going to get added bonuses. She's going to get that premier pool. She's going to get 1 share. She's excited. And let's just say it's now 11:30 at night. It's not midnight yet. Okay. It's still March. I go online and I do my 100. What did I just do? I just bumped 1,000 life points that had gone up into Claudia's qualification. It moved up to her 3 levels because I was at 0. I just bought my 100. I did it through the app. I'm qualified. Claudia's gone to bed because she's on the East Coast. I'm in California, 3 hours difference. Okay. So I now pushed it down to Claudia's 4th level. She's not qualified anymore. How's Claudia going to feel when she wakes up in the morning and sees that she's not qualified? She's going to be so angry. She's going to be calling the company, cussing them out. And guess what? When the company tells her, well, Dave Daughtrey did his 100 life points at 11:30 last night. How's Claudia going to feel about me? Is she going to love me anymore? Or is she going to hate me? You see, that doesn't work. How's that relationship building? Claudia wants to get rid of me. Y'all with me? Y'all understand that? That's why there's no compression when it comes to qualifications. But there is compression when it comes to commissions. So that's a bit deeper in the weeds, but it is important to understand because, you know, eventually people ask me that question. It's usually like in Brazil. These are guys that have been doing it now for a year, and they're asking, why don't we have compression after a year of doing the business? And these are networkers. And I've had to explain to them why. And now they get it. It's like, yeah, you're right, Dave. We can't do that. Okay. So one last thing. It's 11:30 here. One last thing, and then we'll go ahead and call it a day. Does anybody know how much we pay in those first 3 levels? We pay 58% in the total network. How much of it's in the first 3 levels?
32.
32.
Half. That's
It's a lot.
Yeah.
32% means half of the entire pay plan is paid in those first 3 levels. So why do you think we have a qualification? I'm sorry, a 3-level qualification. All right. In other words, you have to have a certain amount of business in those 3 levels. Because if we didn't, what's 32% of 0? 0. But if you want to be a bronze or above, you've got to have 20,000 life points in those 3 levels. So I tell people, do not start putting people below people when you get started. You're going to regret it. Because if the person on your 2nd level, because you put someone under somebody, and they're the ones that's doing your business, in other words, the first person's doing nothing, all right? Like me in the example I gave you guys, and the person on your 2nd level is your builder, and they're going to town building a business, you're only going to get 2 levels. What they buy on their account and the people they sponsor, and that's it. Because the first level isn't doing anything at all. You're going to regret it. That's why I tell people, when you're starting out, put everybody on level 1 until you can determine who your builders are. You see, I've got a platinum elite on my level 1, Jeff Altgilbers. For him to be platinum elite, how much does he have to have in 3 levels? 20,000. A good percentage of that is in my 3 levels. It helps me a ton, you see. But if you happen to have all your business builders on level 2 or level 3, it's going to take you a long time to get to that 20,000 life points. But the good news is, once you're there, if you've got a good builder on level 1, once you get that 20,000 locked in, at that point, you can do more strategizing on placing people if you want. Okay? And if you think about it, bronze elite, silver elite, gold elite, platinum elite, all those high paying positions, it's 20,000. It never goes more. So your goal of your entire 4-life career is to make sure you have 20,000 in 3 levels. I got people that do 60 to 80,000 on 3 levels. They're big recruiters or product sellers. And so 20,000 of them is no big deal. But the average person, it takes work to get to that 20,000 on 3 levels. So having said, we'll get into that on another training. I know we were all over the place today, And I'm going to be working with some of the people that are helping me, mainly Jillian, on trying to simplify all this. But you guys, if you have any questions, then go ahead and, Claudia, we got to figure out a way to do that on the question. I know that Siobhan just asked a question here. Let me look at that real quick and then we'll go.
She's going to I just said, the last sentence you said was put everybody on your first. And so Leah and Siobhan, who are still fairly new, said, and Siobhan said, so should I put the chiropractor on my first? And based on what you said, the answer is yes. Like, actually, you got to put everybody on your first until you find the ones that are going to build.
Okay, so okay, Siobhan, that's an interesting question. Okay. And this is a network marketer's way of thinking. All right. A network marketer is someone who wants to build a big business for the future. Don't think about your upline. Okay. You're building a downline. You're building an organization. Okay. You're going to have volume in your downline as well. That's going to go up to you. So it's really not about what you're giving the upline. Okay. So the way you want to think is this. Your chiropractor that you have right now, what's the most important thing for them? They probably want to make money. So they're going to make money by selling products. Okay. Now, if it were me, I would go ahead and take, kind of go halfway in between of the thought you have. And here's what I mean. Put them on your second level. All right. Go ahead and do it. And I hope this doesn't come back to where Siobhan says, Dave, totally put it on the second level, because you never know. It's not perfect. But the reason I said put him on your second level, all right, is because if there's someone on level 1 that you have that is doing the business at all, they're a bit engaged, you're going to be supporting them. You're helping them out with their 3 levels, and you're helping yourself with the 3 levels, because that chiropractor is not looking at building a downline right now. So whatever they do, if it's through their account, it's going to fall into your 3 levels and into the 3 levels, of the person you're supporting. You're both going to get the 3 level volume. Okay. But, could it backfire? It could. Maybe you do that, and 90 days, 3 months from now, the chiropractor decides they want to do the business and they start sponsoring people like crazy. And it turns out you got someone down below that's doing all this business and it's outside your 3 levels. Then you're going to call me and say, Dave, I should have put them on my front line because all that volume would be in my 3 level. It ain't perfect. You did what you thought was best starting out. That's just the way it is. You follow me? Siobhan, I'm going to unmute you and see what your thoughts are real quick before we finish up here.
So you're just saying it's a crapshoot. It's like
In
a
a-
roulette table.
In
It's
a
gonna
sense,
shake the dice. Like
in a sense it is, you don't know, and so you do what you think is the best starting out. And that's why my philosophy had always been, because keep in mind, you guys, this whole preferred customer thing with the 25% and all that, we didn't have that when I started For Life. So it was always just putting people on your front, just sponsor. And once you identify someone, go ahead and work with that person. That's the way my philosophy always was. Okay. But today, because we have these preferred customer 25%, payout, well, you got to kind of think a little bit differently. This person has indicated all they're going to do is sell product on their account. So, okay, I don't have to worry about what they do below them, because there is no below them. So let me go ahead and put it under somebody that I think I'm supporting that might help them out. Great. Could it backfire? It could, if the person you're supporting does nothing and the chiropractor starts building a big network. And keep in mind, we're only talking about the qualifying. Okay. There's compression when it comes. And also another thing to understand, Siobhan, let's say the person up above does 0. All right. If they do 0 for 6 months, they're taken out. So it just becomes a waiting period. So if 6 months go by and they're at 0, it will come up eventually. But if they're one of those people, and I got plenty of these, that just do 100 every month and they're trying to milk it because it's like, I just buy 100 life points and I get a check for 400. What a deal. Never done anything else in my life. They'll keep buying 100 life points for eternity, you see, and they do nothing. That's when you regret it. That's when you're like, oh, I wish I'd have put that chiropractor, because that chiropractor's a presidential diamond. And they got all his volume down below, and I wish it was closer to me. But it is a crapshoot. But you just do the best you can with what you're working with. You follow me?
Yeah. I'm
Dave,
following you.
we got Mark, and that would be the last one. So Mark, you go ahead, and then I'm just going to welcome some people, and we can close it for today.
All right. Well, thank you for your time, sir. Basically you kind of said, so there's no punishment for building front line, just blow it out. And then how much time do you have to before when you can actually move somebody to somewhere?
That's a good question. You get 14 days.
Okay.
Yeah. So when you sign somebody up, if you log on to forlife.com and you're in your account and you click on resources on the dashboard on the left side, resources, you will see in documents, there's a document there. It's a 14-day transfer document, which you can transfer, enrollership, sponsorship, but there have to be some signatures. In other words, the request is coming from the new person. The new person saying, hey, I want to have a different enroller or a different sponsor or both. And then you have to have the signatures. Everyone has to agree.
Okay. Thanks.
Yeah, the one thing about For Life, you guys, and this is why we've been in business 25 years, it's a contractual agreement. It's under contract. So For Life doesn't want to have any problems, and neither do you. So they're very cut and clear about everything, you see. But they do the best they can to try to, make this available for us to do. They understand when you're starting out. You might make a mistake in placing someone. Happened to me last night, in all honesty. I had somebody last night, they were qualifying, and they were trying to help someone get qualified. It wasn't many life points, but they made a purchase, and they were going to put it down below someone to help them qualify as a presidential diamond. And they made a mistake by not putting the sponsorship correct. It's like, oh no, I just made the purchase and I made it. Luckily, they got a hold of Utah. It was 11:40, 20 minutes left in the month. In Utah, they made the change. All right. Now, they did that on the fly. Why? Because there was a complete understanding of what was going on, and it was literally within 2 minutes of it happening. Right after they made click, they realized it. So, but you do have 14 days. So you guys, I hope I confused everybody today.
It was a good kind of confusion. It was a good, Michael,
That was
we
good.
know Dave for a long time and we are still confused, right? So don't worry, guys, you will always be confused. And guess what? The best part is you'll always have Dave to go to. That is the best part. So some announcements. Thank you. The first announcement is actually a welcome, an official welcome to Mark, who was trying the products, but now is officially. And thank you, Mark, for
You're
joining
welcome,
us
Mark.
at Mentor Monday. There is, and you're under the best leader. Yeah, she announces everything. But for those of you, please remember there's Upline Pro calendar because we have lots of events. That brings me to another announcement for somebody not so new, but that I'm happy to see in this specific Mentor Monday, which is Nick from Kenya. Nick, we have been missing you, but I think this was the actual meeting you were supposed to be in. So Dave, I don't know if you know Nick, but I met
Of course,
Nick.
yeah. Nick TV.
So yeah, Nick TV. So Nick, we need you, showing up more in these meetings because we know you can take Africa pretty much on your own if you want it. So let's wake up that dragon in you, Nick. I'm happy to see you here. I also want everybody, Daniel, don't go away yet. I want everybody to meet Daniel. Daniel is going to be hosting next week because Daniel has been just slowly coming into the meetings, but Daniel has been with For Life for a while, and Daniel has actually just raised his hand to be the Mentor Monday presenter for April 29, when we're not going to be here because a lot of us are going to still be traveling. So he's going to host. You guys get to meet Daniel Hernandez, who is not new, but new to the English team. And we also want to, Anastasia has left, but I wanted to welcome Anastasia to the management team because Anastasia is going to be taking care of a lot of stuff in the back, cleaning up some videos and just upgrading the YouTube channel and just helping us with a lot of the stuff so we can get these meetings and trainings in an organized way to you. And all of that, we have so many good things coming. So I know it's late, so I'll send you guys now to work and to take action. Dr. Munda is going to be presenting the Tuesday training next week. Tomorrow night, Omar and I will be hosting Tuesday training in the evening, but we'll record it, Africa. So don't worry, on how to use CapCut. A lot of people have been asking Omar, I want to make a video like you. And so I'm going to be the host. Omar's going to be showing us just a few tips on how to make those videos more appealing. So we have lots of stuff going on. Just check the calendar. There's, as we grow, there's so much stuff going on. So thank you, everybody. Dave, thank you so much for, once again, it's great to hear you talk about comp plan. It's my favorite training.
Thank you, Claudia. I do want to say one last thing before you finish up. You guys, and I ask you to trust me on this, all right? I've been in this industry now 43 years. It was the end of 1981 when I got involved in this industry. I've seen so many companies, so many opportunities come and go, all right? I joined 4Life because I wanted to build a legacy, build a future, okay? We're just beginning, right? When you look at this opportunity and you look at on a global scale of what we have here, we haven't even scratched the surface, not even come close. There's so much opportunity. Now, is there a learning curve to understanding the pay plan, understanding the products? Of course there is. Many of you come from, especially in Africa, you come from the mindset of make easy money, quick money, do this and you'll get rich. I'll tell you right now, ain't gonna happen, okay? What you wanna have is a great company that's built on the right principles, values, in our case, science, products that are tangible, consumable, have an impact on people's lives where they get results from using the products. They fall in love with the products. They continue to use the products, right? That's what you want. And now, after 25 years, it's a multinational company built all over the world. Globalization, take advantage of it, all right? A company that continues to bring science to us, like this new product that's coming out this month at convention. I'm very excited about this new product. It's an anti-aging product. Anti-aging is a big thing. And this is proprietary to 4Life, exclusive to 4Life, this new product coming out. Can't talk about it because I'm under a disclosure. But I love the fact that we have something that's real, okay? You can build a real business and earn real money and have things that are real. That's why I chose 4Life. I've had many of my friends go with other companies and they've regretted it. Okay, those companies are gone, okay, out of business. So trust me on this one. Yeah, to learn the pay plan takes a little bit of brain power. Not a big deal. You learn while you earn. To learn about the products, yeah, takes a little bit of reading a profile. What are the benefits of this product? Benefits of, you guys, you don't have to go to school for 4 years to learn this, okay? Maybe it takes you 90 days to settle in and really understand, but do a little bit each day. And that's my message. A little bit each day, okay? It comes down to the discipline. I was taught by my mentors, and we're going to finish on this note, a few simple disciplines equals multiple great rewards. I'll say it again. A few simple disciplines equals multiple great rewards. And that's what we have here. So thanks, you guys. Appreciate it. We're going on 2 hours marathon today. So love you guys. Thank you.
Thanks, Dave. Thanks, Claudia.
Thanks for your
Jillian. Thanks, everyone.
time. Yes.
you.
Let's
Thank
let our
you.
platinum go and eat. Go and eat, Dave. Thank you
Yeah.
for your time. Go and have some food.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you,
Bye, Dave.
everybody.
Bye, everyone. Have a
Dave,
great
yeah.
week. Have a great
Thank
April.
you.
Thanks, you
Bye.
All
guys.
right. I'll talk to you later, Dave.
Thank you.
Bye.
You're amazing,
Thank you,
Dave. Thank
Dave.
you.
Thank you.
Marathon leader. Thank you. Talk to you in a little bit, Jillian.
Yes,
Yeah, bye.
it is.
Bye-bye.
See you in Utah.
No, yeah, see you in Utah. Bye-bye.